Hi Paul, I just want to share with you a terrifying moment in your life many years ago that I shared with you, and it's not this one that you might be thinking about. That's a whole new story which we won't go into now, but this picture might trigger your memory. Yes, that's right, it's our little excursion into the TV world, if you remember. I called you on a Friday and I said, Paul, what are you doing next week? He said, nothing, I'm off. So I said, right, well, we've been offered parts as extras in a new TV show that they're making in Manchester. 50 quid a day, even if you don't get picked. So, right, okay. What do we need? Oh, shirt and tie. So you come along with the shirt and tie on the Monday, went to these studios, if you remember. We sat in a room with about 50 people, auditioning for being Labour councillors to Robert Lindsay, who was playing Derek Hatton at the time. And they read out the names, and we're thinking, oh, it's 50 quid a day anyway, it doesn't matter. And they picked our names. And then we ended up going into this room, which was filmed in the city centre in Manchester in the town hall. And it was a Labour councillors meeting with Derek Hatton as Robert Lindsay. Robert Lindsay is Derek Hatton, who was playing that part. And we're sat in the room, and I get sat at the one end of the table, and you get sat right in the middle of the set. So, and it was hilarious because you were sat there and you looked terrified. So one of the first scenes, Robert Lindsay's all very dramatic, and we've got this very camp director who's telling us not to overreact, everybody to be calm. And we'd already been told off, if you remember, because we only brought one change of clothing, I didn't know. And we were filming supposedly on different days. So we're already in trouble with this director, and if you recall. And basically, in this particular scene, Robert Lindsay's walking right behind you and past me on the other side. And we're told not to react, which you did, if you remember. But yeah, this is the scene.
Look, I've got another meeting to go to, but before I get back, you find a way, because I want those houses back in line.
So if you recall, that was about the fourth take, because on the first take, you're sat in the middle and we're told not to react. Robert Lindsay walks past you, all very dramatic about building these council houses, and he slams you on the shoulder and you shriek like that and go, ah! And the director goes, cut, Paul, I've told you not to react.
Any other business? Right. Before we finish, I want to ask all those involved in the coordination of this event to double check that when we say this city is closed, it bloody well is. And everything that we have a right to picket is picketed. Understand? Tomorrow, this city is closed.
And you're getting more and more terrified. And I'm just giggling to myself on the corner because I'm out of the limelight. You're right in the middle of it. And the next scene requires a bit of acting. So we've been ridiculed ever since for our reaction, with you furiously nodding as you're overreacting, and me sort of being powerful with my pencil as exaggerating the point.
Those in favour? Good. Very good.
Now, listen, Michael, before we announce it, are we sure we can build that number of council houses?
Yes, Stan. It's essential. The community is crying out. Forget about trying to get their hearts and minds, Stan. Give people a house in this city and they'll be ours forever.
Yes, but what kind of people?
Meaning what?
Look, I've nothing against blacks and Asians and that. But it seems to me, and a lot of people in my parish, that they're getting more than their fair share. You look after your own first.
They are our own. Very good.
So I'm biting my lip at the other end of the table, killing myself laughing, because I'm thinking, all you thought you were doing was just going to have your feet up on the sofa watching Australian Rugby League or something. Next minute, you're in the middle of this powerful drama with this absolutely amazing actor depicting one of the dramatic roles. and you've got to react. I mean, this was a really good series, and it stacks up now. You can still get it on Channel 4, and Julie Walters was in it, Michael Palin was in it, and obviously Robert Lindsay is the lead role, and it was an Alan Breesdale production, which was fantastic. So it was right up there in terms of dramas. But the scene which really showed your terrified face was in this scene, which was shortly after they did a film scene with Michael Palin, and some of the Michael Palin footage was filmed at the Snig in Widnes, because in the series he was frightened of bridges, and particularly the Widnes Runcorn Bridge.
Can anyone smell something?
So there's a weird sort of connection there as well. But this scene that captures your face really makes me laugh every time I see it.
Tell me.
Now you tell me sums it up, doesn't it, really? I should have really given you a bit more notice about what you were in for, although I didn't know that much. But it does bring back a lot of fun memories, that from literally half your life ago, 30 years ago, 1990 that was, and probably about the same time. So it was great fun, and it sort of balanced out the other terrifying memories a little bit when we were stuck in Corfu. So have a fabulous 60th birthday. Sorry it's in lockdown, but we'll make up for it, and hopefully we can still get away in September or at some point to celebrate. All the best, mate.